what's going on? It is Erin. Happy Thursday. Woohoo! Over that hump day yesterday, but I hope you enjoyed those moves. Today I've got a new series for you. It's going to be on the floor, and we're just going to get into the hips, glute, pelvic stability, a little bit of obliques, and just a little movement and stretching. It's kind of all built in there, okay? So mobility and activation is kind of the key components for today. You don't need any equipment, so let's get started. If you need any advice on how to, if you can't get down to the floor, on how you can change or modify or choose different exercises that are going to do the same thing, please reach out to me at any time and let me know. I'm always happy to help come up with something that's going to work for you. And so you don't try and make those excuses that, oh, I can't do that one, so I can't get on the ground, so I'm just not going to do them, okay? So I don't want to hear that. I gotta push you, I gotta challenge you a little bit. So please reach out, please, please, please. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to do a cat-camel or a cat-cow. All right, I want you to think about a couple of specific things. So if you do these, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this is. Maybe just take a minute and listen to some of the cues that I'm going to give you to make sure that you're getting the most out of this particular move. You can make this, it's actually a great exercise, okay? You can get some shoulder activation in there, some nice breathing, mobility, all that good stuff. All right, so top of the feet are flat on the floor, knees are right under those hips, shoulders and wrists are in line. So wrists are right under the shoulders and at shoulder width, okay? So spreading our fingertips wide. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so we're gonna pull the shoulders down our back. We're gonna pull the belly button in and kind of tuck that tailbone, so you're squeezing those glutes ever so slightly. All right, now we're ready to start. So we're gonna start with an inhale. So as we inhale, we're gonna pull the chest towards the floor, so we're creating a little arch in that low back, okay? So breathing into the belly here, pull the belly button towards the floor. So that's the first part of it, okay? You don't, if you're just starting this out, if it's first thing in the morning, you don't have to go to the maximum extension. Just take it easy, listen to your body a little bit, go to where your body kind of stops with that tension, all right? So belly buttons towards the floor, okay? Now what we want to do is we want to still make sure our glutes are squeezing, so we're not letting that go. We're going to corkscrew like we're trying to rip the floor apart in front of us by spreading our hands the other opposite directions, but our hands are technically not moving. It's just kind of that rotation, so we're really solid through that upper body. Okay. Then what we're going to do is, as the belly button's coming down, you're going to lift your gaze to the front, and you're going to think about pulling your chest forward. So not down towards the ground, but forward in front of you. So as soon as you do that and you think about trying to pull your hands back towards your knees without actually moving. So you're corkscrewing and pulling them back. So there's tension through those arms, squeezing, pulling the shoulder blades together, and you pull the chest forward. So now belly button's towards the floor, chest is pulling forward, hands are pressing out and back, and your gaze is forward. So now this is a dynamic move. Everything is working here all together, okay? Breathe into the belly. You should feel that nice pull, especially when you get that forward chest movement in. You can take 2 breaths here. And on the second breath, you're going to tuck that tailbone under. Simultaneously, you're tucking the chin in towards the chest, okay? Rounding through the back, tucking the tailbone under, belly button is coming in towards the spine, in and up, and you want to make sure, what you want to do is create some space in between those shoulder blades. So you're going to press the ground away from you, all right? Really think about those shoulder blades doing this down your back, all right? And from here, exhale all the way out. Inhale into the back and the ribs. Press the ground away, and then on that next time, you're going to inhale, belly button towards the floor, pull the chest forward, corkscrew those hands, gaze is forward, deep belly breath. Okay, So that you're gonna do just a couple of those is all that you really need. Do like 3 repetitions, okay, 2 breaths in each position, and move forward. So now we've got a little mobility through the spine. We're gonna do even yet a little bit more here, and we're gonna start adding in a little bit of oblique or side abdominal action, okay? So you're going to be down here on your elbow. You're gonna prop yourself up with that elbow, but make sure that the elbow is right under the shoulder, and your shoulder isn't collapsing. Everything is pulling back, okay? Hands are strong, fingertips spread out nice and wide, okay? At this point, you're gonna stack your hips. Your feet are gonna be in line with your glutes. Knees are gonna be slightly forward. That is okay, all right? That's totally okay for this one. If you want, it's a little bit more challenging sometimes in this, or awkward, to bring your hips and knees in line. If you can do that, that's even better, okay? Otherwise, your knees can be slightly forward, no more than 45-degree bend at the hips, and about a 90-degree bend in the heels, all right? So from here, you're going to squeeze that bottom rib down towards that hip bone. So you want to bring those two together as you lift your hips. So you can lift your hips and reach that arm over, okay? Reach it back and come down, okay? If you can get in line, that's even better, like I said, okay? So pulling in, reaching over. You can even take your eyes up, and you're keeping that shoulder nice and strong. Hips are staying in line and raised. And breathe in, reach. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you bring the arm up. Awesome. So you're gonna do 5 of those on each side, and then you're just gonna come straight down to the ground. All right, so same position. If you were here with that straight position, so everything is in line except for your feet were a little bit behind because your knees were bent at 90. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna come back, bring those knees forward. Okay, hips, no more than 45-degree bend in the hips here, and your knees are at 90 degrees, heels and glutes are in line. All right, so those knees are just slightly forward. Your bottom arm is underneath you, okay, to support. You can keep your head down for this one. Keep any tension out of your neck. Okay, you're gonna pull the belly button in. Okay, you're gonna squeeze your glutes and make sure that your hips are stacked and your knees are stacked together. So we're not opening up or falling forward. All right, we want them straight up and down and in line. Okay, stacked. From this point, you're going to take your heels up into the sky. Make sure that your knees are still stacked and one's not coming forward. Okay, heels are up, feet are engaged, or ankles are engaged, so you're kind of pulling the toes back. And then from here, you're gonna squeeze and activate those glutes. You could even put your fingers on your glutes to make sure that you're activating them. So squeeze, and you're gonna open up. It's clamshell, but a slightly different variation, okay? So those heels are up, you're gonna pull that knee open, and then you're gonna kick, squeezing those thigh muscles and quads, and bring it back and down, okay? So heels can stay up in the air for each rep. Kick out, press out, squeeze all those muscles around the kneecap, and down. Really feel those glutes activating, getting some great mobility, some great pelvic stability exercises in here, and glute activation. All right, team. And last but not least, I'm gonna throw in a 4th one here today. We're gonna go into some kind of butterfly in-outs, but we're gonna do a slightly different variation, okay? Because I want you to just kind of take it slow and really feel the body. Okay, we're gonna sit up nice and tall, legs are out straight. If you wanna take a quick little lean forward and get into those hamstrings, that is awesome. Let me go back a little bit. Hey, that would be awesome too, just pulling forward just for a second or two. That's great. Get a nice stretch to those hamstrings as well. All right, at this point, you're gonna sit up nice and tall. So squeeze the glutes, pull the belly button in, shoulders are down and back away from the ears, squeezing together. Awesome. Okay, at this point, you can either have your hands behind you slightly for some support, or you're just gonna take a slight lean back, like you're going into a boat pose, but your feet are on the floor. Okay? And at this point, we're gonna take our knees out to the sides. Okay? So kind of like we were opening up in the clamshell, but we're gonna pull in and to the side. Okay? We're taking a little bit of the hip flexors out of here. We're getting a little bit of our inner thighs and all of that good stuff. So make sure those shoulders are pulled back and down. Even if you're back here, have those hands slightly behind you to support. You're going to pull the knee in and out to the side, okay? And in and up and out to the side. So from straight on here, you're pulling in and nice and controlled. Feel the core muscles working. Now you can even sit back a little bit further if you like. Okay? There. You can take both knees up at the same time, no problem, if you want to do that. So pick a variation that makes sense for you. All right, again, you can do this seated on a chair, okay? If you can't get down to the ground and you're just pulling in. You can even slide, okay? If you're dealing with any pelvic floor issues, you can support with your hands behind you, slide the feet in, keep the feet onto the floor, and just bring those knees in and out wide. So lots of different things that you can do, and I hope that you try these ones today. Let me know how you feel and how it goes. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for this fabulous Friday, okay? Take care and have a great day. Again, reach out if you have any questions. Please like, share, comment. If you know anybody that you think would benefit from these moves, please tag them or share it with them as you wish. Okay, thank you so much. Again, have a good day.